to Here I Stand. We are going to be interviewing Mark Curran in just a moment, but before that, we thought we would do a short video on our president, and I'm guessing this clip has gotten a lot of attention over the last few days. It really is. I'm calling this the culture of death exploding, but it's a sad situation. Let me play the clip here. If you haven't seen it, now you will have seen it. Here, let me share the screen here. James to secondary here. Okay, let me play a portion of this clip here. This is from Sky News.
I used to joke about this being the Chauncey Gardner.
So that was Sky News, but the clip showing Biden just kind of aimlessly wandering, looking to get attention, and then later in the clip he tries to get Barack Obama to acknowledge him, and does not successfully manage to get the former president to acknowledge him. James, is this symbolic? Is it just he's bad social skills? I mean, it's sad. We know that. We snicker at it even. But what's your understanding of what's going on there?
I blame his wife. I blame his family. The man clearly is not normal. And as much as I don't like Joe Biden's policies, that's hard to watch. That is so sad. He clearly doesn't have it all together. And anybody who cannot see that is blind.
Mm-hmm.
How could you see that and not feel for him?
Right. Do you think? Let me say this. Don't people know this is going to be broadcast to the world?
Yes. It almost lets you know. It almost begs the question: why are they doing this now?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they doing this now? I mean, this is an election year.
Right.
Why are they doing this? Is he going to be the scapegoat for what happens in November?
Yeah.
But I've never seen them sacrifice a sitting president, though, Calvin.
Mm-hmm.
A sitting president. That's amazing to me.
Yeah.
That's absolutely amazing to me.
It is, and it's almost. I mean, you say at one level it's very disrespectful.
They don't respect
those
him.
people. No, but
people in that
yeah,
room does respect him. Yeah,
I think it is significant in that is I think that's the level of disrespect.
That his own party, his own,
and right, those are his own people. My guess is he's at a Republican gathering and. It's going to be different. They're not. I mean, they may not like him, but they're not going to treat him that way. To me, it is the level of arrogance, and man, it's Ben Shapiro was kind of likening it to the star quarterback who comes, returns to the high school after playing in the pros, and the current fumbling, bumbling quarterback can't get any attention from the kids. It's like you're going back to high school almost. It's so yeah.
It's so sad.
To me, it's like China and Russia see that, and they have to. I don't know what they do with it other
They
than
lick
they
their
really,
chops.
yes, they do laugh. And this is the man representing the most powerful nation. He is supposed to be the most powerful person on earth. And it is, I'd say this almost has national security implications,
Absolutely, absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
This is not, it does explain why his campaign, he was in his basement most of the time, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, you see this, so yeah, his handlers should all be fired, I think, after
All
that
of them.
demonstration.
But Calvin, at some point we have to. They knew this. They know
Yeah.
it. Calvin, after he does that, no one's looking at the president, and then he follows up by trying to get Obama's attention.
Mm-hmm. No, I know.
Does,
Yep.
does anybody love Joe Biden? Does his wife love him? I
Yeah.
mean, does anybody love Joe Biden?
Yeah. Well, here is the dilemma then for the Democrats. Kamala is just as unpopular, right?
And she has no excuse.
No, you see, that's the problem. Yeah, Biden, they can.
She has no excuse.
Yes, no, I think that's the Democrats' dilemma. And then you go third in line is Nancy Pelosi, right? So
Oh,
the options are
my.
are thin. So
Oh my.
well, at some level, it's an answer to our prayers. At another level, it really should keep us even more in prayer because it is embarrassing. It is
Very.
it's what God's word, I think, has it in a way generally said. This is what you get when you turn from me.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. I don't
it's
know any other way to look at it, Calvin, than what you just said. I don't know any other way. I don't know any other way to look at it.
yeah.
But again, does no one love Joe Biden? That's what I'm asking. Does anybody love Joe Biden?
Hmm. To speak the truth
Or to
in this
sit
way.
him down? This is terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah. And wouldn't you think this would be a little more scripted, an event like this?
almost have to. Kelvin, if he's at that point, your handlers know you can't do this.
Yeah.
You can't, at the very least, Joe Biden should be around him at all times. Somebody, but they
Yeah.
they put that man out there, Kelvin. You cannot
Hmm.
convince me otherwise. They put that man out there to make a fool of himself.
Hmm.
I mean, his own vice president is clamoring up to Obama and ignoring him. I,
Hmm.
I, I just,
Oh yeah. Uh, that's all for free. No one had to pay for that.
that is just so terrible. And again, as much as I dislike Joe Biden, this this is terrible.
Yeah,
This is terrible.
it is. Well, listeners, join us in about 10 minutes. We'll be joined by Mark Curran, who is running for an interesting position on the Illinois Supreme Court. These opportunities do not come up very often, so we'll have some discussion about what this
Mhm.
position means, what he's hoping to accomplish if he would be elected. So join us in about 10 minutes at 10 o'clock, our interview with Mark Curran. Thanks. Join us later.